your arm in deep and then throw the guy. You know, so you're kind of trapping, you're keeping your arm real tight to your body. Okay, so you don't pull it out halfway through. Okay, plus if you pull your arm out halfway through, the guy can escape, you know, and you're being kind of chicken. So when I'm like this, and then you do a technique here, as we slowly fall and you reach, this arm is gonna get a whizzer, like an overhook, and he's gonna pull his right hand out. And then now we're both, like, I'm trying to get on top, but he's trying to get up. And then you're losing the battle. And we're probably gonna just square up. It is possible for me to still win, and it's also possible for him to win, but we'll probably just come up to our feet and we'll be back in the struggle. So if you stuff this in and keep it, when you hook, see my arm? I'm here, I kind of went towards my back. My arm is stuffed in. So I didn't pull my arm out to land on my elbow when I throw. See, I'm not falling on my elbow. And if this is where that body weight, imagine if he fell at this angle. This is kind of what happened. Can you get up on your knees? There you go. He kind of fell like this, elbow pop, and then the body weight went right against the wrist. And that's how this guy I was talking about broke his forearm. So I've seen it happen. So try not to fall like that. Stuff your hand in, and then when I go, try to land on top of me. Just get on top of me. See how, like, here? And then my hip hop is activated, and you come up on top. And then this guy is super tight. It's real tight. So now you don't have to pull it out. You can leave this in. This is your control. Look at the space I'm giving him. And then if he turns towards me, or like tries to, even I give you an underhook and go towards my back. No, that's an overhook, get an underhook. He goes towards my back. See, I'm not putting any weight on him, but he can't move because of how tight this control is. So I'm still not really grabbing anything, but keep turning, scoot out, scoot out. You see, I can just control and then pin right here. So most people they always associate the position as bad. You know, this position, Keskatami, or because he can go to my back. But going to my back has a lot to do with whether he can move this arm or not. So if I was here, it's much less, he has a much greater chance of getting out. And then just imagine if you were a guy like this, like holding the wrist. Now he just turns towards my back, escapes his head, and then he starts climbing up, okay? So if you have that overhook, keep it. When you do the throws, stuff that arm in really, really deep. Teach Me Grappling, what's up, guys? Coach Brian here, and I'm here to tell you about SUPPORT. Guys, the best dummies in the world for training. You want to get good at throws like Jesse, you need a SUPPORT speed dummy. You got to get one for yourself. Go to petersongrapplers.com and get your own speed dummy. Okay, and don't let it go. Okay, let's do it. Get a couple more. So there's so much grappling and grappling. This is actually a line from Anton Kalista. You guys know him from the channel. He likes to say, I'm sure he heard it from someone else, there's a lot of wrestling in wrestling. There's a lot of grappling and grappling too. And the meaning is of that statement, besides the obvious part of it, is that even when we feel like we've covered a lot of the moves, there's always a lot more. There's always little different ways of doing things. And sometimes someone will say, this is how you do it. This is the way to do it. And so, you know, it always takes one other guy to come into the room and then say, hey, I like to do it like this, and it's very effective. Or you'll see it in the competitions, right? When all the greats come along, Marcelo Garcia and many others, the Mendez brothers, so many, obviously Gordon Ryan's, the Gary Tonins, the Lachlan Giles, when they come along and they do something and then they show everyone a new way of doing something. and it makes you think, man, there's a lot of grappling and grappling. So there's many more ways, and just imagine in a couple decades to come that there's going to be new ways of doing it again, and people are going to have different takes. So, and sometimes it's just old stuff being brought back in. So somebody from the 1990s, their techniques are going to come back. Sometimes that's all it is. It's just old stuff becomes new again, but other times it is new ways of thinking, and that means there is so much grappling that you should never stop learning. It's a lifelong pursuit. All right, hope you enjoy. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Hope you learned something. I'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.